What's up, guys? So, just like I promised in the last video, this video I'll be explaining to all of you how I made the Red Hood retcon armor that you see in the series. And without further ado, jazz hand. Okay, so this is exactly what the armor looks like on a white shirt, so you can see all the details. I'm going to tell all of you right now that the base part of this was a dirt bike armor that I found online. I've ordered two different ones, but this was the one that I settled with. And I decided the armor had to be separate. I cut the arms off the dirt bike armor. So now I have each arm individually. When it came in, it already had plastic armor over these forearm guards and the shoulder pads, but I didn't want it to look like I had ordered this online. I wanted something that looked like it was customizable and it was my own. I took off those plastic pieces that was on the forearm and the shoulder pad, and I found these individual shoulder pads at Home Depot, I believe is where I bought them, and they're knee pads, but they fit on the shoulder, so I braced them to the shoulder, and then I took a rivet gun and popped little holes on the base of the shoulder pad, stuck it to it. It's pretty much the same concept that I did for the forearm part right here. This is a Shin Guard, and I got this armor and this other piece and a lot of this stuff. I got it from thrift stores, Goodwill, any type of store like that, donation stores. You can get some good stuff from there, and you can chop it all up and break it, and it doesn't matter because it was, it was cheap. So I took that and I did the same thing. I got the rivet gun, riveted to the little base piece that was on there. Now I took off the plastic piece that was on this originally. I took it off because I tried overlaying this armor piece on top of it, but there was just too much room. It was making it stick out even further. I didn't want it to look like it was sticking out too far. I took it and removed it off of there and put these new ones on there that I found. These two are different, of course you can see. This armor piece is connected, like the part for the elbow is connected to this. This one was not the same case. This one was two separate pieces. This was one thing by itself, and then this was another thing. And just another skateboard armor that I found, and somewhere in there, I didn't tie these two together. I just made them look like they were together. There's a strap right here for this one that comes along right here on my arm, and I could just unvelcro it and take it off if I wanted to. This piece right here, it was like a body brace for a dog, the one that kind of goes under their belly and kind of goes on top of them. I found a few of them at Walmart, I think. I bought them and brought them back and chopped them up a little bit, and then I sewed them to the base piece that's right here on my arm. Okay, so now I have the arm separated from the chest piece. I threw the chest piece away. I didn't need that. I didn't need the back piece. I didn't need any of that. And now I had the dilemma of figuring out how I was going to brace the shoulder pads and keep them from not falling off my shoulder. And I came across this. I don't know if y'all can see it right there. This was the baby seat strap to a baby seat in a car. And this material is strong. It's very strong. I went and bought some of these these plastic snap together deals. They work really well. And I basically sewed each one onto the baby strap deal. So these right here, these up front, these are tough. It's nylon, I believe, material. And I can, just dislocate it and it'll come off. But for the parts in the back over here, well, the ones that go underneath my arm and then the ones that go back here, because I knew I was gonna have to be bending and stretching myself, I knew a regular nylon piece was not gonna hold. It was gonna pull. I needed it to stretch with me. So I just got this stretchy material right here, and I attached a piece of nylon to the end of it right there, and I sewed it to the back part back there. So now this part right here is stretchy and will move with me if I go any direction. So it's going underneath my arm. And then I have another one right there that's keeping the shoulder pad itself up front. And this one right here that's going underneath the arm, it's just going around to the back part of it. And then I have this third one that's right there. That's connecting that. This was the best way I could find to hold this armor onto my shoulders without it falling off. And this piece right here, this just keeps it all together. Like if I didn't have this one tied on there, you know, it would just fall down. And that's what it was doing a lot in the beginning. And then I promise you, this took a long time to do, making this armor, but the hardest thing about it was just figuring out what to do to make it work. Once I had figured out how I was going to make it work, you know, and now I will show y'all the shirt that I made. Okay, if you are wondering why this shirt looks a little bit different, because it's a totally different shirt. This was the shirt that I had the beginning, the earlier Red Hood videos. This one works really good. It's very tight. The only downside to this one is it's thick and it's hot. It's very hot. This shirt, if it's not really cold outside, you'll be sweating to death in just a couple minutes. But this one I liked a lot just because the contour it had on my body and everything. This one just, it looked really good. And then I even had these little ninja thumb holes right here that you could slip your hand in, and you know, you wouldn't have to worry about this sliding back, which is a big issue when you put the armor on. Once you put the armor on, it wants to push your sleeve back, so you got to kind of hold it. But with this shirt, I could just slip it on and not have to worry about the sleeve coming back at all. This shirt was really cool. I liked it a lot, but it was just too hot. I mean, some of this filming was going to be in the summer, and even if it wasn't in the summer, you just got hot too quickly trying to film anything in this shirt. I wish I had made the bat a little bit bigger when I did it, but this shirt's not going to be used anymore. So, and I got this shirt at Target. Target is where I got this shirt at. And I've never seen the shirt again. I've went back there a few times. I think it was just a seasonal thing. And, you know, it was around Christmas time. And this shirt was right there. And I knew right when I seen it, I was like, that's the shirt I need. That shirt looks the best. So I'm going to show you the other shirt that I filmed in the series and see how that one is. Okay, so this is the shirt that I used to film in the series, and you know, you can see it's almost identical to the other one. It doesn't have the little separations in some spots that one has. It kind of looks like it's almost different material in the shoulders and stuff in the other one, but this one was a lot thinner, and this one just breathed more, and I could move around in it a lot easier. And I wanted to get one that would zip. I found a lot of them that just zipped like right here, and I was like, no, I don't want to have to kind of throw it over. I want to just be able to put it on and then zip it up. So I finally found this one that zipped up all the way. And this little neck piece right here, the other one had it too, and it was a little bit taller on the other one, but this little neck thing, it's very useful. If you have a helmet on, this will kind of help you hide your neck a little bit. And then, but when I go to take it off my helmet, this thing sits up a little. I mean, I do have kind of a long neck, and it kind of looks okay, but I still don't like it riding up close to where my chin is. So what I'll do is I'll take it and bend it down just like a ½ inch or so. That way you see more neck, and it doesn't just look like your collar's about to hit your chin or anything. With this one, I did not paint the bat symbol on. I sewed a bat symbol on, and the material I used right here on this was from a basketball jersey. I grabbed a basketball jersey at Goodwill and came back and cut it up, cut out my design, and then I sewed it on here very carefully. I got my measurements right. That's what I went ahead and did. There is no chest piece. Everybody was like, you got a good chest piece. So I'm like, no, I don't. It's my chest. Thank you. You're welcome. But there's no chest piece. It was just me in the suit. And that was it. The other pieces of the outfit was just regular army stuff, pretty much. Like the belt was just a black belt that snapped together. That's from any type of army store or something close to it. You can get a belt like that. The pants were military tactical pants. I will leave a link in the description about what pants I use, because the pants are very important. You need to be able to move in your pants. If you're gonna have to kick or anything, you got to be able to move. So I had to have some military pants that stretched with your legs when you went to kicking them. Now, I had two other pairs. They looked really good. They had all the pockets and stuff, but they did not move well when I went to move around or try to kick. My leg would come up like 2 feet and go right back down. Like, I can't kick in this. So, and last but not least, these are the boots that I used. I went through a couple pair of boots before I finally found these ones. These were probably the best ones. Again, just like the pants, you needed some kind of boots that you could move around in that weren't real heavy. These are not steel toe. I did not want any steel toe boots. They kind of weigh you down a little bit more than you need to be. And these are real light, and they have like a little zipper right here on the side that you can zip up, and so you can slip them on and off real easily. These work the best for my needs. Show you the bottom. They're not steel toe, but you don't want to get hit in the face with them. Alright guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this. This was all of the armor, everything that I had on in any Red Hood video that you've seen. In the earlier Red Hood videos that I put out, I had some different gauntlets on top of the armor that I showed you already, but they didn't work out, and I ended up throwing them away until I discovered what I was going to do with the new armor. But that's everything. And again, like I said in the last one, y'all can take this and do whatever you want with it. It took me a long time to figure out how I was going to make it all work, so take my knowledge and go out there and get them. Alright guys, I hope y'all liked this video. Try to explain everything as thoroughly as I can. I will leave this links in the description about the things that I purchased, but the things that I didn't purchase and just found at thrift stores. Just go out there and look. That's the best advice I can give you. So, okay, so this motor's fuck. You're terrible.